Su Chen reaches the deepest point of the mine. The path stops here, but the mystery is only beginning to unravel. After collecting all the crystals from the mine, he realizes that there aren't as many crystals in the mine as he thought. He became intrigued by their origin. Su Chen suddenly freezes. He doesn't turn his head, but his eyes shift toward the tunnel behind him. A pile of debris from the earlier tremors begins to rattle. A sudden pressure in the air alerts Su Chen's honed senses. It's coming from the direction where he left Dwanya. He doesn't hesitate. If the exit is compromised, they aren't just trapped with the monsters, they're buried with them. Dwanya stands before the wall of jagged rocks and twisted metal that once was the exit. The tension reaches a breaking point as she realizes she is truly trapped between a mountain of stone and a mountain of flesh. The giant worm catches up to Dwanya. Faced with the impossible, Dwanya chooses the only path left: fight. The worm erupts with a massive volume of the blue crystallizing fluid. Dwanya prepares her psychic energy to meet the monster's chemical spray head-on. Her defense becomes her prison. The creature's spit reacts with her own energy, hardening instantly into a spherical casket. The worm bites into the blue crystal ball. Then it simply slides it down its throat and begins to swallow Dwanya whole while she is still trapped inside. Su Chen skids to a halt. The tunnel ahead, which should lead to the exit, is completely plugged, but it isn't blocked by rock or debris. He finds himself standing before the massive rear end of a creature so large it has become the tunnel itself. Su Chen delivers a sharp, testing kick to the fleshy mass, but nothing happens. Suddenly, the creature's rear orifices convulse. In the blink of an eye, sharp shards of crystal are hurled like shrapnel directly at Su Chen. Thanks to his lightning-fast reflexes, Su Chen manages to dodge the attack, even though he was standing right next to the worm. Su Chen looks at the ground where the projectiles landed. They aren't just rocks. He realizes that the thing is spewing out crystal ore, sparkling crystals, identical to the ones he had been collecting. All these events raise more questions than they answer. Su Chen doesn't have time for mysteries. He draws his dagger, and a violent surge of ability energy wraps around the blade in the form of crackling, hot lightning. He has a partner to find and an exit to reach, and right now this creature is blocking his way. The strike is surgical and devastating. Su Chen doesn't just wound the beast, he split it in half. Driven by pure agony and the instinct to flee, the creature begins to burrow upward at a frantic pace, smashing through the ceiling of the mine. Outside, old Xing and his subordinate are admiring their handiwork at the collapsed entrance. Suddenly, the ground beneath them begins to shake. The massive head of the mine worm erupts from the earth like a breaching whale. This makes no sense to them. Why would a creature that hates the light rush to the surface? But that's not the end of the surprises. As the worm reaches its full height above the ground, something follows its ascent and pierces through it, cutting it in two. Then a final vertical slash of lightning rips through its head from the inside out. The creature falls apart in two massive halves. Old Xing and his subordinate stand frozen. Their plan crumbles in a single heartbeat. They look at the bisected remains of the mine worm. They didn't expect to see Su Chen. In fact, they didn't expect to see him ever again, let alone that he would kill the mine worm. As the two halves of the worm collapse, a huge blue crystal sphere crashes to the ground near the two men. Terrified, old Xing doesn't stop to investigate. He turns and bolts toward the city, his subordinate right on his heels. "Damn it. The mine worm is dead. Report this to the general immediately," he said to his subordinate. Su Chen lands beside the large blue sphere. His expression turns serious. He wonders how that mysterious ball got there. Suddenly, irregular cracks spread like a spider web across the surface of the crystal ball. The ball finally falls apart, revealing Dwanya standing inside. She almost got swallowed earlier. Good thing Su Chen cuts that giant worm in half just in time. Su Chen turns his attention to the bisected carcass. Instead of blood and organs, the interior of the worm is filled with thousands of crystals. No wonder there were so few crystals in the mine. They were all inside this creature. Su Chen opens a dimensional space, and just like in the mine, he collects all the crystals. At the collapsed entrance to the mine, the debris begins to move. Miraculously, the mountain didn't take everyone. Number 3 claws his way back to the world of the living. Su Chen stands over the survivor. He demands to know why his orders were disregarded. Number 3 is not sure what happened. It must have been the mine workers. They blew up the entrance earlier. He reports to Su Chen. He knows where these people are, and he's ready to take his captain there. Back at the pharmacy department, the manager is holding a glass tube filled with the green liquid Yun provided. It's supposed to be the drug that controls beast folks. The manager turns to Yun. He offers a golden cage. Little girl, since you have a formula like this, why not join our pharmacy department? Stay with me as my deputy. No one will dare mess with you. Yun ignores the manager entirely, her silence a sharp rejection of his greed. She turns to the injured mine worker, placing a small, heavy bag of medicine and supplies into his shaking hands. The man thanked her shyly but warmly. The cat girl steps forward and asks the mine worker, "Are there other beast folk in Liberty City?" The man replies hesitantly, "Yes, there are." Without asking permission, she takes the man and orders him to lead her to where the other beast folks are. As the girls walk away, the manager watches them with a dark, greedy smile. Such an important formula. A little girl like you probably can't handle it alone. This is the end of this chapter. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe. Have a nice day.